Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Open RA with your hosts, the General's Gentlemen. We have two fantastic players for you today. On the right hand side of our map, it will be Gatekeeper as Brits.
And on the left, his opponent, Barf, playing as the Ukraine. We tried to get into closed RA, but unfortunately we didn't make the cut. VIPs only, so unfortunately only open RA will take us. But we do see already infantry coming out looking for the oil caps. There's one oil there, and oh, you can cap a pillbox as well. Jeez.
I have actually invested in a 7-step program to make me more cool and help me get into more closed games. So hopefully that pans out. Fingers crossed. It only cost me 12 installments of $9.99.
Oh, good deal.
Look, I mean, I think it's going to be a good investment overall. So we will see how that goes. Interesting map because you kind of have this open assault route through the center of the map to like look for snipes onto the trucks, and like the opposite side of that is you have to run a fair way in order to look for your caps. So it makes a lot of sense. It's cool because it opens up harassment opportunities. Like instead of going for my capture, I might just go and harass your trucks. Like that could be my initial move, for example, and then it's hard for you to pull your infantry back to defend.
I also expect to see mine layers.
Oh yeah.
In this territory here.
I'll have just like 2 Tesla coils in that spot, please. So, yeah.
Another interesting part about this map is how you have 2 starting ore fields. The safe one and the exposed one. And the exposed one having twice the ore. So, a bit of a decision there, I suppose, if you want to play it safe or not. But the safe one, I suspect, is not very strong. So, yeah, a few options here. And again, we are seeing the spread out rifleman just looking for the vision.
Purely scouting, nothing else.
Is there more units here? Because he's sending his engineers somewhere. More tech buildings, rather. Oil pumps. I don't know if they actually give you money, though.
What do they do?
I have no idea what they do. Maybe they're a thing.
I swear I've played on this map and never once captured an oil pump. But maybe I didn't know they were there because I'm a big noob, so...
We also have casted this in the past. I guess we'll find out, won't we? He's just going AFK. Maybe it's to try and do something really, really cheeky, like wait until there's a refinery and then just go cap it.
Yeah.
So it's probably just...
And like, he's using the vision on the edge of the map to like, can't see it.
Such exploit.
Mini exploit.
I bet he's mad that people are watching this replay now, because now everyone knows his secret
strat. Yeah. He's been at the top of the open RA leaderboards. No one knows how he does it. How does he do it? A legend himself, friggin' Barf. So yeah, I really hope that pans out later in the game. We'll have to keep an eye on it.
Oh, we're missing important things. Apparently, he's selling his refinery.
Yeah, twice to get like all these units that he's going to use this push for. It's the second sell he's gone for so far.
Wait, there's an ore truck there. Is he looking for crushers? With
Absolutely.
Oh
yeah.
my
This
God.
is like a winning push.
Wow.
I think is the idea here. Actually, yeah, this is the second refinery he sold. I was like, after the first one, I'm like, was that a mistake? And I'm like, no, it was not. The second one gets sold off, and yeah, this is a huge army pushing in. So I'm guessing the truck's gonna look for crushers here. There we go. It's gonna be brutal.
Well, okay, gets a flame turret down, but I think that's the problem. Is that the flame turrets are so strong, but the ore truck is just completely zoning away the infantry, gonna be crushing them as well. Can he get enough of the flame turrets out?
It really didn't do anything. The flame turret was focusing down the ore truck at the time. There's no retarget. The ore trucks are getting focused. That's a decent amount of crushers.
Okay, we get this one ore truck destroyed. Flame tower's been rebuilt.
Oh, okay, there's a second one. That should be enough to clean this up. And maybe if the second ore truck goes down, that's probably worth.
Yeah, I like how he focused target to the... he focused down the flame turret very quickly. That's going to be 3 ore trucks as well. It's going to even just be a GG.
It definitely could be. I mean, like, that
wow.
definitely could be another ore truck going down. It actually manages to walk away. The flame tanks going down meant the ore trucks weren't being microed, and that's another one that gets thrown down. If this gets taken out, that's brutal as well, because there's no defenses left.
Well, bear that in mind, though. There is another refinery here, so... But was mining that entire time.
Oh, there's nothing behind this.
Well, very forward Conyard.
I don't know what the plan is here. There's the power? What?
See, why would he put the power
Was
plant?
that supposed to be a flame tower and he misclicked, or is it...
Yeah, why would he not put it back here? Either way, he does have pretty good income. There's 4 ore collectors there. I guess there's 4 as well now again for Bart. So they've rebuilt pretty quickly. Hard to say how this game's going to go from here on in, but he's got a pillbox and a forward barracks. This game is all kinds of bonkers.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. If only he'd be building units this time. He's floating like 5k cash because he wasn't macroing during that engagement. Like, at all. He wasn't macroing at all.
Oh, that's a shame, because it's not really hard to macro. You just queue up things.
Yeah, which he really should have been doing. We can see Barf,
Oh my God.
just needs more cash. The income's actually standardized at the moment, but there's so many more units for Gatekeeper. He's
Oh my
floating
God.
5k still.
I think he saw the barracks, because it's through the fog of war. The CC wasn't revealed, though. Or the Conyard, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Construction yard. Yeah. Oh, wow. I guess these tanks. The tanks on the ore mine. So it gets 1 ore collector down. Such a sick play, because he knew that this forward base was scouted. So obviously Barf was going to put all his defenses here and left his flank completely vulnerable. That being said, though, a lot of ore
it's a Tesla
collectors-
coil.
Yeah, Tesla coil, but not for good versus infantry. It's more for anti-tank.
Still, it might suffice. If it can hold. Is there a flame turret follow-up? Oh my God, if this Tesla coil goes down, that's such a big investment. There's another flame tower getting built now by Barf, but it's way too late. There are just too many units at this point.
Another snipe on the ore truck. So I think the damage has been done. This is completely zoned away. These ore trucks have been destroyed. This one's vulnerable. So perhaps if the light tanks swoop in.
Could be nice.
Also, I like how they were light tanks as opposed to the medium tanks. So very, very good at harassment.
Another light tank goes down. Fairly big army pushing in now. Light tanks can take out the flame towers, and maybe I would like to see some of this production start being sniped. Going for the oil, also a good choice. Needs to kind of gate Barth's economy, because the income is pretty similar. Gatekeeper still floating 3.5k cash though. Should just be spending more. Needs more production.
I think we're seeing a pretty sick micro trick here, which I'm sure is a common trick, was where you send out 1 infantry slightly ahead of the blob, so the flame turret focuses the single person and not making full use of the AoE by hitting the blob.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if you keep the guy moving, the flame turret doesn't hit that well.
And we saw that at the start of the game as well with the ore truck to draw flame turret fire. So flame tower fire, very cool. Okay, nice to see a few of these production structures, and Chrono's getting sniped down.
He's actually he's mining off of the ore in the main base of his opponent, Barf.
Pretty BM.
So that's pretty BM. That's that's swag points though. I mean, it's gotta hurt his feelings, but good luck trying to harvest the ore around the Tesla coil.
Yeah, there's enough infantry there to take it out. With that, oh no, there's a flame. This is what we needed to see early. I mean, the flame tower's really low, but this is what we need to see early. The combination of the two is nice. Light tanks won't be able to hold up against that.
Oh, look, another construction yard here.
Yeah, I mean, Gatekeeper just needs more production. He has so much cash in the bank.
Okay, no, that's actually intentional here. Ore truck going to be soaking up the damage. Retargeting the infantry. Flame tower only being focused down now. Perhaps the army wasn't enough, and this little infantry blob down the south wasn't very effective. It hasn't actually joined the fight, if that was intentional.
Probably should. Maybe doesn't want to run into the flame tower on that side. Now 3 ore trucks mining out the flanked route of Barf, so he's going to have to rotate those back into another deposit. And I'd say that's Barf's biggest issue at the moment is he's running out of anything to mine. It's like 6 ore truck, or has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ore trucks on the map, and really nothing he can do with them. Yeah,
it has this expansion, and I don't think it's been scouted yet, so that's Gatekeeper's priority. He needs to destroy that expansion.
It should kind of be obvious because Barf hasn't seen any. Sorry, Gatekeeper hasn't seen any units coming from that barracks. They're all being kept where the expansion is, so should have some idea of what's going on.
He's pulling down his forces now. It's actually the crazy thing about OpenRA is the line of sight is really small, and the lethality is quite high as well. So scouting is really important because you don't want to take a bad fight and you don't see armies coming because your side is just so small. Like hey, we actually moved away from the expansion.
Pushing back in towards the main base.
Could also go for the old Derek north as well.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm kind of surprised he hasn't yet.
Going in for it now. Still ignores bottom left. Yeah, feels bad, man. Flame tower though gets taken out very quickly. There's a lot of rocket troops mixed in here. Now the V2 gets taken out. Oh wow, another V2 shot. The war factory won't survive for much longer. And that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, so the V2 actually comes out as well.
Oh,
that
wow.
gets another shot off. That V2 was so important, but I think pretty sure the war factory went down there. We switch vision, we'll find out, but yeah, the war factory went down.
The V2s can also take out this forward base. The turrets, pillboxes, definitely a bit of a throw. Not going for this bottom left expansion.
Yeah, weird play. Let's have a look at Barf's vision. Has he done anything else? Nothing much more. Oh, it's actually expanded, yeah, even further down, starting to retake some of these points, but the pillboxes are still an issue. Now pushes forward. Construction yard going to be thrown down at the next row of four. This is a pretty big throw from Gatekeeper, who's now actually spent his float, so we're looking at a pretty even game.
These are medium tanks. They're a bit stronger, but took a lot of damage there from the Tesla coil. Could snipe down these power plants. He's building the flame towers, but they're not too effective. One rocket trooper, though, will make a pretty big difference. We'll buy some time at least. He's building more from this barracks.
Production of those units fairly fast. Taking out the trucks is nice. It's probably about the best that these tanks can hope for at this stage.
Well, they took out the trucks, but there was no ore there to be mined, so not a huge deal.
Even this bottom expansion's now been mined out. Low power.
Oh, the V2s are here.
Yeah. They've been rebuilt, which is going to be nice to take out these pillboxes, the forward barracks, and all that kind of stuff. Oh, no V2s get pulled! Oh, good play! Love your work, Barf. Oh my god, that micro.
2 flame towers there. Wow, the V2s did so much damage to those infantry.
Such a good tech choice by Barf, going for V2 production. Let's put him so far back ahead. What?
Why is another Conyard here?
I don't know.
I mean, there is.
Is that how he decided to spend his float? Is another Conyard?
Maybe it's just a bad rally point. I'm guessing that was what it was, because he was rallying tanks, and yeah, this construction vehicle's gonna get taken out by the infantry. Maybe he'll crush a few for his trouble. Maybe he can't crush, I don't know. But yeah, that's a big mistake. That's expensive, and that ore field in the top right now gonna be unclaimed. Should see the expansion now on the bottom and the bottom left. The forward base has been destroyed.
Yaks are in the air for forward scouting and vision. Entire area's been cleaned up. There's so much ore just right at the base sector for Barf to mine. Already have the trucks ready to go. He's got to be a happy chappy. Mining from your own base feels good, man.
I wonder what this engineer's been doing. He's actually not there, so he must have. Imagine if he actually stole this Conyard.
Yeah.
That would have been so sick. But yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Well, this expansion could get taken out here. There's a pretty decent army and only infantry in response. No artillery, however.
Is it crush time? It is crush time. They're coming out from these medium tanks. Flame Tower stays alive for way too long though, because I'm pretty sure because the medium tanks weren't properly focusing it. So a lot of the infantry actually gets dropped. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this will be cleaned up.
He's trying to run away with the construction vehicle.
Let's snipe this one down. Instead it runs into the flame tower, snipes that one down. Yeah, the construction actually runs away though. It's a good save. So this expansion's been taken out. Economic lead in favor of Gatekeeper for the moment. Pretty sad that he could have just closed out this game at the start had he been macroing. Oh!
Yeah, I think a lot of rocket troops are pretty expensive.
Man, V2s make me sad. V2s
Do they
are the
make you
ultimate
sad,
hard
or-
cannon to like rally points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see your rally point and I counter you with a V2. Okay, this has been cleaned up here. There is a hind in the air, but not for long. Barf now, the man with the float. Will we see a tech center this game? 15 minutes in?
No
Wow.
tech center, pretty sure.
It's actually kind of crazy because Open RA is such a fast-paced game that it feels like it's 25, 30 minutes, but it's actually only 15 minutes. So...
There's just been so much going on.
Yeah.
I think, like, the way that vision works just makes this game so much more exciting as well. Like, it's just like, you just never know what's coming, what might be going on.
Well, it also makes air units really good for scouting. Look at the sight range that the Hind provides. It's also kind of freaky because it's really silent when there's no action happening. And then when action does happen, then it's just really insane.
A lot of pews and
Like that?
pals and V2s and
And blur. Okay, here we go. Medium tanks should be able to snipe down the V2s. Get some nice crushes too.
taking out the V2s is certainly the most important thing here. They don't actually get another volley off, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no additional volley. That's a feather in the cap of Gatekeeper. He's going to be happy about that. Medium tank's still pushing. There's only one left though. So maybe this flame tower goes down. A good move from Gatekeeper to pull back his remaining infantry.
He's still just attacking into the defensive line. Yak's in the air as well. Plenty of defenses, so at this stage it might be worth going for the flanks, even despite the fact that the base has got some more in it. Just because he keeps attacking head on into all these Tesla coils and the flame turrets.
He's actually getting so much work done.
$11,000.
Ah! That's not good. And even a 9k float for Barf is odd. Floating over, I think 10k is a good limit. Like 10k is a good spot to be at. If you have like 2 minutes of income in the bank, like something's wrong. Should never have 2 minutes of income in the bank. So just keep working. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Gatekeeper's out of this one.
Yeah, but you never know.
Comebacks are always possible.
I suppose comebacks are easier when you have V2s, which Gatekeeper does not. It's going to be attacking into... Not very well defended, only one flame turret. And a single V2.
Probably going to be enough though if the V2 gets the shot off. V2 go! There we go. Gets
Oh
the
wow,
shot.
actually
Nice.
no, there was a few more in the back lines, didn't see those.
God, yeah, I missed those as well. Unit differentiation is not the easiest in Open RA, but that's cool. Full evacuation.
Yeah,
Sells off
okay,
the construction
okay.
yard. Did he just sell off all his construction yards? Is he GGing out? Is that the equivalent of GG scans?
I didn't even know what was there.
MCV, I think.
Yeah, it must have been given how many civilians there were. Oh, that's it, GG. Well, that's a crushing game. I mean, it was such a sick opener, but
Just didn't follow it up properly.
Yeah.
If he'd followed that up with macro, he would have won the game. If he followed it up by sniping that bottom expansion, he would have won the game. Like, yeah, attacking into base defense is just not cost efficient.
So he saw the barracks, but even if he didn't, the age-old mantra that I like to live my life by is if your opponent hasn't GG'd yet, there's probably a reason.
Yeah.
If they haven't GG'd yet and you have their base completely covered and you have a forward base, you're about to kill them, and like, well, why hasn't my opponent GG'd? Well, he probably has a base in the bottom left.
Yeah.
He's probably mining ore. He's probably looking to cheese you or something like that. So a little bit greedy there from Gatekeeper, but that was a really nice game. It was cool seeing how those cheese openers are actually viable, because I think it's rare that you see those, but knowing that they're an option and a powerful option that does make the games more exciting to cast. Just part of the reason why StarCraft 2 is so interesting is because whenever you get into a game of StarCraft, you have no idea whether it's going to be this really long macro game, whether it's going to be some aggressive proxy cheese, all kinds of things can happen.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us. Hope you have enjoyed our Open RA content. Something we'll keep rolling along with.
Battle control.
We enjoy the game. It's good to mix it up with a bit of miscellaneous content every now and again.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.